Country living in the Bible, you know, God speaks to us in so many different ways. He spoke to me through Jeremiah 4, verse 6. I won't say it. I won't say what it says. I want you to go find it. And when he spoke to me to leave the city and go into the country, it was very hard because I had to buy the interest of my husband, buy the interest of my children, and my my headmaster, because I'm a retired teacher, didn't like the idea. He sent me back 3 times, study, go and think. And it took me 2 years to make the final decision. And he said, okay, let's do it the Bible way. I love that man. Let's do it the Bible way, Tandy. This is the third time. I want you to go back and think. And I went back and thought. And Jeremiah 4:6 came back. And I made the decision to go to the country. What are some of the biblical truths, simple biblical truths that advise us to go into the country? Remember, I have not read a text in the Bible that says, leave the city and go into the country. Yeah, that's a disclaimer. I have not seen that. But I have seen that the Lord has used his people, and those that he has used, he has given a wilderness experience. I'm watching beautiful birds playing in the grass. He's given them a wilderness experience, a homestead experience before he took them and used them for his cause. In the previous video, we talked about the benefits of country living, and I just want to use Bible to mention a few benefits. And the first one would be character building for our children. The Bible tells us in Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 7, these words of the Bible, these words that I have given you, make sure you teach them to your children when you sit down, when you lie down, when you wake up, when you walk. That means teach them all the time. I was a teacher. I went to work at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning because I was a boarding parent. So I wake the children up in the morning and then I come back home at 21 after closing up for the children. So imagine, where am I for my children at home? I'm an absent mother. When do I do Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 7? When do I teach them? When I lie down, when we walk, when we sit, when we climb, when do I do that? I never had time. And so Bible tells us to teach our children as we build character. And it falls very strongly on the mother, because the mother is the she's it's my responsibility to make sure that I build character in these children. And if I'm not there, who's building character? They're sitting on TVs and they're sitting on their computers and their tablets, and the devil is doing a good job. Don't be scared. The Lord will know how to help you. Spending time in the secret place with the Most High is another benefit. Like you have personal time with God. He's speaking to you in nature. You're closer to nature. You're learning object lessons through nature. And remember, the Bible tells us in Psalm 91, one of my favorites also, he that spends time in the secret place with the Most High will abide in the shadows of the wings of the Lord. He will say of the Lord, he's my refuge and my strength, my comfort. Imagine, when do you spend time with the Lord? If you're busy, if you're that busy. I don't say that we're never busy here at the farm, but you know, when I'm plucking my pineapple, when I'm plucking my maize, when I'm tilling the land, I'm talking to the Lord and I'm asking him, and I'm thanking him for the output, and I'm asking him to grow these things that I'm putting in the soil. And every moment I'm communing with God. Let me give you another Bible for a benefit. Maybe I should say happy and healthy. Remember, it's proven scientifically that those that live in rural areas, they are the happiest people on earth. Exodus 15:26, God promises health. A merry heart doeth good like a medicine. Proverbs 16:24 says, um, pleasant words are like a honeycomb, sweet to the soul, and health to the marrow, health to the bone. When you live in the country, you're happier. When you're happy, obviously what comes out of you is just joy towards your children, towards your husband, towards the people that are in your environment. You're just a happy person, you know. There's no toxicity. The air is fresh, and when you're sad, the beautiful sunlight just lightens you up. And so it's true that those people that live in secluded environments, they're the most happy people. Of course, we do have many, many, many problems, but we can't compare to the problems that we used to have. It's priceless to be in the country. Let me take you into the book of Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 24. The Bible says that the commandments that the Lord has given us are for our own good. That's what the Bible tells us. So if the Bible tells me, Tandy, retire and go into the secluded places because I'm bringing destruction upon the cities and they will be reduced to ruin, I have to listen to the Lord. If the Lord tells me, train up your child in the way they should grow and be there to train them when you walk, when you run, I have to listen to God because that is for my good. If the Lord tells me to eat healthy because he doesn't want the sicknesses of Egypt to come upon me, I have to listen to those commands because then they help me to become better and to become more healthier. So I've referred you to Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 6. Don't forget. Let me give you one more. Psalms chapter 1, verse 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor sitteth in the seat of sinners, nor standeth in the way of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. Now, blessed in the Hebrew means happy. Happy is the person that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. And the Bible tells us, in a multitude of counsel, there is safety. Listen to the counsel that God gives you about country living. Look at the benefit. Look at the people that have gone through the wilderness experience and what the Lord has blessed them with. Look at all that. Put it together and think about what God is saying to you. And before we finish, let's look at this case study of Abraham and Lot. They go into the country together. Abraham sometimes is considered Lot's brother, or Lot considered Abraham's brother or son. They go into the country, and at some point they can't live together because they've got so much wealth. They have animals, and the place is not vast enough to accommodate the both of them. And they decide, you can go to the left, I go to the right, and then maybe we can live apart for some time. And then Lot decides to go towards Sodom, and finally he finds himself in the city of Sodom and Gomorrah. And there we know what happened. Lot then is captured at some point. Abraham has to come and fight for Lot, and he delivers him. And the second time, now Lot is about to be captured in this furnace, and the angels have to come in to rescue him. And when they come to rescue him in the city, Lot is saying, I don't want to go. The angels try to drag him out, and as they drag him out, they drag the children out. Some of the children remain there, and they burn in there. The wife is out of there. Now, because Lot took time to make the decision, and this is where the catchword is. They took time. When God speaks to you and you have to make the decision, make it quick. So Lot decided to wait and to tarry. And what happened? Lot grew so fond of the things of the city. And we see that as he tries to bring his wife out, his wife decides, oh, I don't want to go. And she looks back, and the Bible tells us she's turned into a pillar of salt. So sometimes when the Lord is speaking, we have to make a decision quicker. Do not procrastinate. And maybe, just maybe, the Lord wants you to move into the country. Look out for a video that will talk to you about how it can be easier for you to prepare to move into the country. You don't just move. Make sure there's a proper preparation before you make the decision to move. And remember, listen to the beckoning of the Lord. Don't do it on your own, because He will make provision. If you go alone, it will be hard. Make sure that the Lord goes before you when you decide to go into the country. And so, like I said, it was difficult for me to help my family and my husband and my children to just come together and buy into this. But if you want to learn how to pray for your husband, how to pray for your children, how to pray biblical prayers for your loved ones, click this video and it will help you to understand how to pray Bible prayers for your family. Enjoy.